854, Big 550 KTRS. Charles D'Angelo has been a weight loss coach for how long, Charles D'Angelo?
Now over a decade.
Holy mackerel. And you've helped people lose at least 1 billion pounds.
I don't know if it's 1 billion, but being 360 pounds at one time in my life, I know what it feels like to be stuck and to struggle with the idea of continuing to eat right and exercise every day and maintain yourself.
We can out me for the fraud that I am. I've been working with you for 3+
3 or 4
years.
years, sure. Mm-hmm.
And when I'm good, I'm good, and when I'm bad, I'm bad. And I think it's important to admit your shortcomings, right?
Well,
I struggle with my weight just like everybody else.
Absolutely. And I always tell people that ask me, how many of the people that you've worked with to lose 100, 200, 300 pounds, how many of those people, or even the people that just lose 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds,
right,
how many keep it off? I mean, that's one question I get all the time.
Right.
And I always tell people, I don't think I can give a real truthful answer until my clients are dead, because this is something that people face every single day, every week, every month. It's something that you might slip up for a week or a month, but then you get yourself back on target. This is a journey without a finish line. So when you start putting a finish line on this, which you are very, very competitive, you're very driven, you have hunger to succeed, and that's a great quality. But if you don't channel that, what happens is you say, when I hit whatever number it is on the scale, I'm done. If that's your philosophy, you're going to find yourself fighting this vicious battle where you take 2 steps forward, 4 steps back and forth, back and forth.
Actually,
so
it's 1 step forward, 2 pieces of pizza back. Ron Waterman, my good friend who worked with you, has
the Cardinals
has kept it off for
now
years.
3 years.
Yeah, I mean, the guy looks fantastic.
And people that do that are keeping in place what I call the 3-legged stool philosophy. That is, they're making sure that their healthy foods are constant, that they never put themselves in a situation where they don't have the things they need. They have access to what they need when they need it, and they're eating about every 2 to 3 hours. Secondly, the second leg is exercise, but we all know that. Andrew and I, the producer, were just talking about how so many people either go wholeheartedly at the gym and they eat right, or they don't do anything. Or sometimes they'll do a little at the gym and not eat right at home, and they'll balance that out mentally. You've got to have healthy eating in place. You've got to have a good exercise routine. But the most important thing, and why people come to work with me now from all over the country, and I don't say it to impress you, I say it to impress upon you, it's something so many people face, is the mindset. How to really overcome this idea of emotional connection or using food to change how you feel. Because so many people distract themselves, numb themselves, calm themselves using food. And until you learn how to get that under wraps, you're going to be facing the challenge you're facing.
Here's my problem dilemma, and this was my problem when I was trying to quit smoking, which I haven't had a cigarette for almost 10 years, at least 10 years.
That's excellent, man. And that has an actual chemical component to the addiction.
Well, the thing about it is I'll be going fine, and then I will break, and I'll have something. I'll have a piece of pizza. I'll have a candy bar. I'll have a something. And all of a sudden, it's like, oh, my God, I failed. I'm the worst. I beat myself up. And then the spiral begins. I can't. It's very hard for me to get back and say, you know what? That was a minor slip up. You were doing fine. Go back on I end up beating myself up more.
And you have to keep in mind that self-talk that you're describing, because that narrative that's underpinning all of your behaviors is often what gets a person to get off of track in the first place. They either leave the present moment by saying, I've done so well this week, what's just this one piece of pizza going to matter? Or they'll go into the future and they'll say, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and have this piece of pizza now, but I'll be better tomorrow. So they don't stay in the present. The key is to be mindful. If you can keep yourself mindful of the actions you're taking today and how they're going to impact your future, it's not some major choice that makes a person put on 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds. It's small, consistent, bad choices that ultimately compound day after day, week after week, month after month. So it's all psychology. You know, it's not mechanics. There's a dietitian in every hospital. There's a trainer in every gym. There's a gym on every corner. They're all out there. What really needs to be taken advantage of is how to take charge of your own mindset, and that's what I help people to do.
I tell you what, Charles, I love you, I hate you, but I mean you're a fascinating individual, and I have the utmost respect for you. And
thanks, man.
This is not an endorsement. You're a friend. You're a guest on the show because everyone struggles with it. But I truly, highly recommend, if you want to try and lose weight, there's no better way than Charles D'Angelo.
Well, thanks. And I want to say one thing that everyone needs to hear, and that's this. Get out of the cultural hypnosis that you can't have what you want. Do you know how many people come to tell me every day that their doctor said they're never going to be able to lose the weight? how many people have said their family says because of their history,
Right.
they're all overweight, they're never going to be able to be thin. That is a bunch of BS.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is there is nothing that's going to stop you aside from your own choices.
And
There's no mysticism about it.
And there is nothing tastes as good
As feeling
as
fit
skinny feels.
feels. As
It's just
McGraw,
as-
that's his tagline every time I've been coming here for the last 3 years.
Nothing tastes as good
and
as
then we
skinny
talk
feels.
about white bread and how that's just like liquid sugar, right?
Yeah, I hear you. We got 20 seconds. How do people get a hold of you?
You can call me at 314-495-3228, 314-495-3228. And the really cool part is go to the website, charlesdangelo.com, and you can watch a lot of videos of people just like you that have struggled with this, and they made the decision to change their lives.
I'll see you by next Thursday.
I am counting on it. And everyone out there, email McGraw every day reminding him to call Charles.
9 o'clock.